Why do some clothes instantly look polished and elevated while others look cheap, even when they aren't? Professional stylists don't shop by brand name alone. We're trained to notice certain details before we buy anything. And once you know what to look for, shopping becomes much easier because you stop buying things that were never going to give you the result you wanted in the first place. Today, I'm going to show you the exact details that stylists pay attention to when deciding whether something looks refined, flattering, and worth buying. The very first thing stylists look at is fit. Because no matter how beautiful something is on the hanger, if it pulls, twists, gaps, bunches, or collapses on the body, meaning there's no structure, it immediately lowers the overall look. When shopping, pay attention to shoulder fit, pulling across the hips or bust, twisting seams, awkward lengths, and whether the garment actually skims your shape properly. Stylists also know which areas can realistically be tailored and which usually can't. For example, pants can often be hemmed, but look for details at the bottom that might be cut off or lost. And shirts can often be taken in, but is there enough fabric left inside to let out if necessary? And if the shoulders of a jacket fit poorly, move on, because it's expensive and almost impossible to fix them. A polished wardrobe starts with buying clothes that already fit well in the areas that matter most. I'll link my video about how different clothes should fit below. Next, stylists pay close attention to how fabric behaves. Does it wrinkle immediately, cling, stretch out, become shiny in certain lighting? Beautiful fabric has enough structure or drape to move well on the body without losing its shape. Stylists also look closely at fabric construction details like lining, seam quality, fabric thickness, hems, zippers, buttons, and whether the garment actually holds its shape properly. You need to know the details you're watching for when trying to find the look for less. No matter what your budget, I urge you to experience fine quality. Go to the designer boutiques or the high-end sections of the department stores and notice the details. Feel the handbag's leather and hardware. Try on some of the cuts. Look at the shapes of the shoes and feel the fabrics. Experiencing these things is how you learn to recognize quality at all price levels. Whether you're looking for a copycat or just trying to capture a similar aesthetic, you can get a very expensive look and feel for a lot less if you learn to recognize the details that make something look expensive. Inexpensive clothing can look incredibly elevated when the fabric and construction are strong. And on the other hand, expensive clothes can still look cheap if the fabric feels flimsy, stiff, thin, or the garment is poorly constructed. Then, stylists look at proportion. This is one of the biggest reasons why something can technically fit, but still not look right. When shopping, pay attention to where garments visually hit your body. For example, a jacket that cuts across the widest part of your hips can visually widen them. You can see the difference in which length flatters this model more. Sleeves that are too long can make you look overwhelmed by your clothing. An oversized top paired with oversized bottoms can remove shape and structure altogether. Stylists are constantly evaluating visual balance. That's why we don't ask, "Do I like this?" We ask, "What is this doing visually?" You can learn much more about visual balance in my video, Why Size Doesn't Matter. This does instead, which I'll link below. Polished, expensive-looking style usually comes from small details. Things like whether a shirt lays properly, whether the hem hangs evenly, whether the shoes look maintained, whether the undergarments work underneath, or whether the clothes look comfortably tailored to the body. Even very expensive clothing loses its impact when those details are ignored. And often, inexpensive clothing can look incredibly sharp when those details are handled well. This is also why stylists rarely shop impulsively. They're evaluating. How versatile is this? Does it support the wardrobe? Does it flatter the body? Does it work with the person's lifestyle? Does it create balance and proportion? Will it still look polished after multiple wears? That's a completely different way of shopping than simply reacting emotionally in a dressing room. And it's what I teach inside my master classes, which are linked below. It's luxury level learning without the Hollywood price tag. Expensive style is rarely about wearing the most expensive clothes. It's about understanding fit, fabric, and proportion, so you can recognize clothing that truly flatters and elevates you before you even buy it. I linked my full fit guide video below, along with my free Stylist fit guide to help you shop confidently. And if you like more tips like this, you can join my VIP newsletter using the link below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.